Sorry, what's up?
It's U2 minus 8UV minus 24V2.
Oh yeah, good. So we can do that one now. Let's see if everything's working. Minus what now?
24V2.
24v squared. Okay. Sweet. All right, so now I can do this. I didn't want to do this when you asked me because we hadn't gotten enough practice with this kind of thing. So let me put next to it what I started putting next to it last time. Let's do this completely unrelated problem. Now we've had some practice with this. What do I want these two numbers to do? Why is it boiling down to just needing to know two numbers? Because what goes here and here?
2x.
Yeah, y is x and x because x times x gives me my x squared. So now so boiled down this whole problem into find two numbers that do these things. I need two numbers that do what?
Add to negative 8.
Add to negative 8.
Then multiply to negative 24.
Multiply to negative 24. I like it. So let's think. This has not got too many factors, so give me some things that multiply by negative 24. 2 and 12, but they won't make negative 8.
6 and 4.
6 and 4, but they won't make negative 8.
8 and 3.
8 and 3, but they won't make negative 8. So actually is this thing even factorable? No.
Yeah, that's where I got stuck.
Yeah.
So it's
I was hoping it would be factorable. Let me save it a little bit. Let me make it factorable. Because then it's an interesting question about what you do with this weird shit. Which is what I was focusing on when he asked me. I didn't even think about, is it factorable? So let me think. What could we put there that would work? We could put this here and it would work. You ready? Okay. So the question is, as it is in the book, it's prime.
okay.
Because you can't find two numbers that multiply to
that's
negative 24 and add to be
That's
negative 8.
called prime.
Prime. But if I make it negative 20 instead, are there two numbers that do that? Well, one multiplies to be negative 20.
10 and 2.
10 and 2, will that make negative 8 somehow?
Yes.
As long as which one's negative?
The bigger one.
The bigger one. So then I've got the answer. I'm done, right? You guys on the sparsely populated part. Minus 10 plus 2. Done. My argument is that's the same way. The numbers are the same now, right? Why did I put 10 and 2? Because I just had to make 20. Why did we put x in x? Because there's an x squared. So here, I've got the numbers figured out. What has to go here and here?
You.
Me, yeah, you. And then this is going to be minus 10 plus 2, but minus 10 what? Because what's got to be at the end? V squared, so it's got to go here and here. V, yeah. That's the part that I thought the problem was about.
No.
And come to find out it was prime anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna, yeah. There's some typos in there. I think there are some that are prime that didn't mean to be prime, but oh well. And just to warn you guys, if every other answer is prime, you're doing it wrong. Right? That's a little too many prime. It's not like I can't think of it as prime. No. Anything else from homework or general issues? Yes.
I was wondering if one of these other problems was prime too. It was w squared plus 10x.
Wait, sorry. W squared
Plus 10x.
plus 10x. Oh yeah.
Plus 21.
Plus 21.
Yeah.
So this one I think is a typo.
Yeah.
It's an obvious typo.
Yeah.
And you can, and if you started to do this WW, do you see how this has to be what that is, right? Okay, I like it. And by the way, that one I just did, real quick, before I forget, the one I really want to make sure you guys get this. We put U, minus 10 plus 2, V, but do you see how the middle is UV, right? But don't you get UV? Okay, so that's why the middle has got to work with these guys. And that middle ain't doing shit with that guy, right? So I'm almost certain, that could be them trying to make a point, but I'm almost certain that's a type. Because what works here? 7 and 3, yeah. So I kind of like the point, but it's a weird place to do it, to make that point. Yeah, that if the letters don't match, you're screwed. Okay, I like it. Okay, anything else from homework stuff, or? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into it today. We're gonna learn a method today about how to deal with these that have numbers in front that aren't 1. You don't have to do it the way I do it. There is a method that I will not allow you to do, that some tutors know.
Our country, sorry, I don't know. I'm so sorry because
No,
that's what.
if you can explain to me why it works, I'll let you use it.
I can explain it.
Good, all right, write out. Explain to me why it works.
So just one question, and then I follow because.
Yes, if you can explain to me why what you do works.
Okay.
And that's always been what I said. There's a method called, get this, there's a method called bottoms up.
Yeah.
That you cannot use with me. I will give you no credit for it. Unless you can explain to me why it works.
Sure, like,
So don't just photocopy what she writes. You protect that shit. If you get it right, for damn sure. So there's magic that happens. And the funny thing to me is, the hardest part of the problem is done, and then the magic shit happens. So anyway, we'll see. I'll show you the right way to do it today.
okay.
Nothing against your country.
I'm sorry.
Nothing against your country's way of teaching.
No,
But it goes over students as to why it works. And I don't like any.
but it helps with all the questions that we.
Yeah, it makes it really fast.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to understand it here. You just have to.
Yeah, of course.
Divide and see what
I know
happens.
how to do it.
Okay. All right. So what I want to do, I've got. You're not going to believe this, but I got a handout that one side is practice on the kind of we just did, where the first number's a 1, or could be a 1. And then the other side is going to be the motivation thing about how to deal with what if the first number's not a 1. So just work on this side first, the factoring practice, and then we'll do the other side. You remember when we couldn't quite fit everybody in here? You remember that?
Yeah.
And then Jeff had to go and be an evil math teacher to scare everybody away. Oh. Somebody stole the battery out of this. That's amazing. By the way, you guys